Okay, and we are live. So, we got a lot of news to talk about today. We're just going to get through it quickly this morning. And so, hi, everybody. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're doing excellent. This is another news day. Crypto Hunters here. Yes, we are crypto hunters. We are always hunting for the best crypto. We want it. You want it. Let's go. So, what we have in store for you today is we're going to start off with Australian man vanishes after crypto exchange credited $995,000 and $99,000 and 500 Bitcoin. Hey, you know as well as I do that I would be gone. Yes, that's right. You and I would both be gone if this was us. We have $100,000 and you basically give us $1,000,000. Yeah, we're gone. We're fleeing the country. You know what? Quit the job. You know, that's 10x right there. So yeah, thank you for that. And we're just gonna all put it into, you know what, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and everything else. And we're just gonna dollar cash average in. We're gonna flee the country, and we're gonna leave everything behind because we don't really we didn't really need everything that much. So an Australian man, Kao Seng Chai, who fled back to China, who went to China. I mean, he was probably an Australian. No, he's definitely an Australian man, but he was like, hey, you know what? I got dual citizenship. Because I'm just assuming that because his last name seems pretty Chinese. I would do the same thing. I would do the same thing. Hey, you know what? I would do the same thing. I would definitely go and hide in China or like Singapore or something like that. Like, why would I deal with Australia anymore? I'm rich now. I'm not just rich. I'm crypto rich. I'm not crypto rich. I'm just saying this guy's crypto rich. Crypto rich is different than real rich. But okay, so he's gone into hiding after erroneous transfer by a crypto exchange saw him pocket hundreds of thousands of dollars. The man received $995,000 from a deposit of $99,500 after the trading platform Rhino Trading Limited mistakenly added an extra zero to the funds remitted to his portfolio. Court records showed that the erroneous transaction happened on January 25th, 2024, and Rhino did not discover the mistake till February 4th. During that period, 37-year-old Chai transferred most of the money out of his account, making almost $500,000 in profit. Wow. So Chai withdrew funds. Seeing his account grow mysteriously to $1.35 million, Chai decided to cash out the funds from Rhino Trading. The man converted his cryptos to Tether USD and moved them slowly, hitting his daily maximum withdrawal for $100,000 for 10 days. Yo, he was scared. He was like, get me out of here, please. Please, get all my crypto out now. By the time Rhino Trading, which operates the website OTC Pro, discovered the error, Chai had moved $956,000 from the platform. Rhino Trading quickly blocked withdrawals from the account. However, the man had already moved about $492,000 more than he had deposited into the account. But it's saying that he got $995,000 and then he was able to get out like $456,000. That's pretty. I don't know if that's worth like fleeing the country for the rest of your life over, but it is like something. So OTC Pro stated during the court session that it had made all efforts to contact Mr. Chai, but none had pulled through. The trading platform placed a call to the phone number the Australian man used to open his account, but the receiver said he was not Mr. Chow, nor was he the owner of the number. Rhino Trading also tried to reach Chai via email, but he has not responded. Mr. Chai sent the funds from his company, Lotto Enterprise, with an address in Sydney, New York City. His trading account verification details showed he lived in a property in Mildura, a second address also seen in his company registration. With a request from Rhino Trading, the court has frozen Mr. Chai's assets and issued a restraining order preventing the Malaysian-born man, okay, so he's Malaysian, from leaving Australia. Mr. Chai also didn't show up in court during the court hearing. So if I was him, I would just put that into crypto, wait a few years, maybe like 5, 6, 7 years, and then use the profit to just pay back what I owe. Like, are you kidding me? This is a blessing from God. That's what that is. So, of course, we're taking that all the way. All right, so let's move on. And today, so another thing I want to talk about is Sam Bankman-Fried. That's right, the SBF, the infamous FBF. He's fried, okay, like literally, like he's done, like he's facing 100 years, and there's nothing to sneeze about, okay? Like none of us, nobody, I'm telling you right now, nobody can do 100 years in prison. Take a mattress, put it in your bathroom, and do 100 years of that. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. Like, that's crazy. Okay, but he might have to do that. And I'm not even wishing that he does that. Okay, disclaimer, I was not affected by the FTX crash, but I know people who were. So, but I heard that they're going to be getting their money back. But still, like 100 years? I mean, Bernie Madoff, deserved, what he got. I guess SBF kind of did the same thing. So I guess when you deal with people's money, like when you owe people money, it's not a joke. Okay, money is energy, and you take people's energy away from them. That's not a joke. So I get it. Like, people use their energy to get that money and you're just gonna steal it. They trusted you. All right, but anyways, SBF cites autism disorder as reason to avoid 100 years in prison. Oh, wow. Let's see how that plays out. Because, I would say 50 years ago, I would be like, yeah, that's not going to work. But 50 years later, we got this whole, like, new stuff going on with these new ideologies. So let's see. So it could happen. He could, like, he paid off some people. He paid off a lot of people in high places. So maybe he gets a break. Let's see. So in a high-profile case that has garnered considerable attention, Sam Bankman-Fried, the disgraced CEO of the now bankrupt FTX crypto exchange, is seeking a lighter sentence, citing his autism spectrum disorder. Bankman-Fried's lawyers argue that his condition makes him uniquely vulnerable in a prison environment and should result in a reduced sentence of 5 to 6 years instead of the maximum 110-year term recommended by sentencing guidelines. Sam Bankman-Fried's lawyers argue for a reduced sentence. According to a Fortune magazine report, in a sentencing memo filed by Bankman-Fried's legal team, they contend that his autism spectrum disorder puts him at a high risk of violence and extortion from other inmates due to his behavior. In prison, everybody, I don't know from personal experience, because I have never been to prison or anything like that, but from what I've seen in the videos that I've watched, doesn't matter if you come in there skinny, fat, buff, whatever, you're a target. In prison, 100 years, somebody's going to fight you. You're going to have to fight. So Sam Bankman-Fried's attorneys also note that he may have difficulty responding to social cues and unwritten rules in the prison environment, which could lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. The memo also mentions Bankman-Fried's struggle with anhedonic depression, for which he has been taking medication since his college years. Now he's going to throw depression out there. Let's see, anhedonic depression. Let's see what that's all about. So I'm just going to look it up real quick. It's the inability to feel pleasure. That's not true. If that was true, he would not have bought all the things he did. He would not have put his name across all billboards. He was trying to pretend to be frugal. He wasn't being the truth. So Bankman-Fried was found guilty of 7 counts related to fraud, including misappropriation of customer funds. The allegations involved the misuse of funds for personal gains, leaving customers, some of whom lost their life savings, in financial distress. That sucks. Prosecutors have yet to file their sentencing recommendations. However, the sentencing guidelines suggest a staggering prison term of 110 years, reflecting the severity of the charges. Letters of support. So people are supporting him. Of course, it's going to be his family and friends and individuals we know who have reportedly submitted letters of support to the judge, highlighting his positive attributes and social behavior. They're like, oh yeah, he was a good guy. He just stole $100 million. He was a good guy. He just lost $9 billion. He was a good guy, but he stole all people's money. He was a good guy, but his exchange went bankrupt. He was a good guy, but he had a chat group for wire fraud. Like, come on now. So he's going to be vulnerable to abuse and harassment in the prison system. Others, however, believe that the seriousness of the crimes committed and the impact on the victims should outweigh considerations of leniency, the report notes. Advocates further contend that the neurodivergent individuals may require accommodations and support to ensure fair and just treatment. They emphasize the need for sensitivity training among prison staff and the development of appropriate frameworks to address the unique challenges faced by individuals with autism. On the other hand, critics contend that the severity of the crimes committed should be the primary factor in determining the appropriate sentence. Sam Bankman-Fried's hearing is scheduled for March 28th. So March 28th, everybody, we're gonna be on the lookout for this. We're gonna see what happens. I mean, his hearing is scheduled for March 28th, where the judge will consider the arguments presented by both the defense and the prosecution. This is getting drawn out, but every day that this comes closer is gonna be a big heart palpitation for the SBF. And when he gets his sentence, he's gonna be relieved that it's over, but he's gonna be heartbreaking at whatever it is if it's anywhere near 100 years. As the sentencing date approaches, the court's decision will have an impact not only on SBF, but also on the broader discussion surrounding fraud cases within the crypto industry ecosystem, as well as the potential for increased regulatory crackdowns to prevent similar cases. So they might make him an example. As of now, FTX native token FTT is currently trading at 1.815, recording a sideways price movement over the past 24 hours. However, the token has gained 5% over the past 7 days. People who are trading FTT tokens, they're just betting on whether or not FTX does come back. But who's gonna put their money in FTX again? Fool me once, shame on me. No more saying fool me once, shame on you, because now with crypto, fool me once, shame on me. Yeah, people cannot afford to get fooled even once. All right. So FTX fraudster Sam Bankman-Fried acts judge for 6.5 years or less. So this is just a continuation of the previous article. It's not the same article, but it's just a continuation of the idea of what he's trying to do. So he doesn't know his true self. The public doesn't know his true self. And as SBF faces the prospect of decades in prison, the disgraced FTX founder is making one last plea for a lenient sentence from a federal judge. Wow, that's going to be interesting. A federal judge giving a leniency plea? I don't know about that. In a filing on Tuesday night, Bankman-Fried's new team of attorneys made their recommendation to Judge Lewis Kaplan, who oversaw the criminal trial last fall, where a jury convicted Bankman-Fried on 7 fraud-related counts related to the November 22 collapse of his crypto empire. In the 98-page document filed alongside a ream of letters in support of Bankman-Fried, the attorneys argued their client should only face 63 to 78 months in prison, a relative slap on the wrist compared to the maximum penalty of 150 years that he faces. SBF has been described as a sociopath, a man with no morals, remorse, or empathy. Yeah, sociopaths don't usually feel guilt. Sociopaths usually lie a lot. Yeah, I think he was a sociopath. Who's an ice cold manipulator, bully, and shameless liar. Yep. The attorneys wrote in their preliminary statement they don't know the true SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried. So now it goes into the downfall of the crypto king, or ex-crypto king. The rise and fall of SBF, whose FTX exchange once graced Super Bowl commercials and carried a valuation north of $30 billion, captured international attention. The disgraced mogul oversaw a crypto empire in the Bahamas that attracted top venture capitalists and celebrities before the walls tumbled down amid a broader crypto collapse in 2022. Soon after the collapse, ugly details emerged about SBF and his companies. Rather than creating a challenge to a global financial system, Bankman-Fried had directed his inner circle to commit massive fraud, stealing customers' deposits, and using them for their own investments into luxury real estate and startups. After U.S. authorities extradited Bankman-Fried from the Bahamas in late 2022, the circus around his criminal proceedings began. His trial in October 2023, less than a year after the collapse, saw prosecutors call top FTX executives, several of whom were former close friends of Bankman-Fried's, as their witnesses. Yeah, so they all flipped on him. They're like, oh, y'all throwing the book at everybody? Yeah, he did it. He did. And so Bankman-Fried mustered a weak defense of his actions, taking the stand under the brutal cross-examination from the Department of Justice. Prosecutor Danielle Sasson. Yeah, Danielle just made her career on SBF. She's like, I brought down SBF. We had him dead to rights, basically, what they would say. So his conviction came soon after, with a jury finding him guilty on all 7 charges, including fraud. Yeah, they're going to throw a book at him. His friends told on him to the point where they were like, yeah, he did it. He was all him. I had nothing to do with it. I was just directed. I didn't want to lose my job. That's what they're probably saying. So after his bail was revoked in August for leaking documents to the New York Times in August, Bankman-Fried has been stuck at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, where he remained through his sentencing. The date is quickly approaching, with the hearing set for March 28th. That's this month. The memo filed on Tuesday by Bankman-Fried's lawyers is a procedural step ahead of the sentencing. The filing was written by Bankman-Fried's new team of attorneys, including Mark Mukasey, who once represented Donald Trump and is known for his impassioned courtroom appearances. I wonder how good that's going to do him. In the document, the attorneys echo previous arguments employed by Bankman-Fried's legal team, including that there was no harm to customers, lenders, and investors. They nod to an announcement from the FTX bankruptcy of state that it intends to pay back customers in full, although the outcome is more a result of a rise in crypto prices. Yeah, you better pay them back now. The state will pay back cryptocurrency holdings at their price at the time of the bankruptcy, which hit a low thanks to FTX's collapse. The lawyers also argue that Bankman-Fried's presence at time as a paradox, pointing to his neurodiversity, which they say impacts how he is perceived. Who cares about that? This dude stole money. He was living it up in the Bahamas. Bankman-Fried's attorneys had previously requested to ask questions of potential jurists over whether his ADHD would impact their judgment. They further argue that Bankman-Fried should not be compared with fellow fraudster Bernie Madoff, who faced a 150-year sentence because Bankman-Fried created an actual business. Instead, he should be treated like Theranos founder Elizabeth Holmes, who only received 135 months of prison time, or the bond king Michael Milken. The lawyers, Theranos founder did receive like 11 years, but still, that's pretty short compared to the massive fraud that she did too. Like, I wonder why she was giving a lighter sentence. I don't know. There's a lot of documents saying that certain people get lesser sentences than certain people. Hey. We're just stating the facts as they come across, okay? Theranos founder did get lighter sentences though. Like, we all know that. All right, well, basically, it's up in air. Prosecutors will file their own sentencing recommendations by March 15. SBF is looking at 100 years. He wants 6.5 years. Sam has put his heart and time and energy into his philanthropy, and I believe it has made the world a better place. Yeah, Bankman-Fried's brother wrote, I didn't even know he had a brother. Well, who cares if he had a brother? But I wonder if his brother has any of that money, But anyways, So that's what happened, and with SBF, and then so stay tuned. We're definitely going to be reporting on this as more information comes in. And we're going to just keep on trying to get this because obviously it's in the crypto space, and we are all things crypto. This is the crypto community. This is why we exist. So let's just move on now. So Ethereum finally breaks $3,800 as it overtakes Mastercard valuations. I mean, I was investing in Ethereum. I bought Ethereum at the top, and I had to sell to pay rent. But geez, like, don't I feel silly? Don't I feel silly? I feel silly. I feel silly. I will never sell again. But so that's what happens. So, but anyways, life goes on, and you got to keep going. And now I'm not buying anything else until I figure out a way to securely store my funds, because you know how it is. Like, you know how it is. Like, I don't know how to actually store things now. So I mean, I know you should get Ledger and Trezor, but it's like, like, what if you lose it? And then you got to remember the seed phrase. And then what? What do you, so it's just a lot. So, but anyways, people want to buy Ethereum. As we pen this, Ethereum has broken the 3,800 barrier for the first time in a considerable number of years, symbolically outpacing MasterCard on the ranking list of the globe's most valuable assets. Ethereum has witnessed a surge of over 8% in the past day, thereby increasing its market capitalization by an impressive $30 billion. Provided the stock price of the MasterCard remains static, Ethereum would need to maintain a price point of roughly $3,665 or higher to continue boasting a market capitalization superior to the payment behemoth. Want to buy Ethereum? Do it through MBX. So this is a shameless plug, the most AML compliant exchange in Europe. So it's intriguing to know that when Bitcoin was previously valued within the 67,000 to 68,000 range in November, Ethereum was priced above 4,800, so making an all-time high. Accounting for Ethereum's inflation, the market's capitalization from November 2021 would equate to an Ethereum price of approximately 4,750 today. Despite Bloomberg ETF analyst James Siffer's February prediction of continued uncertainty until May, excuse me, regarding potential spot Ethereum ETFs, Ethereum's value has ascended. His colleague Eric Balchunas expressed skepticism over the weekend about the popularity of Ethereum spot ETFs and Bitcoin versus Bitcoin ETFs compared to their Bitcoin counterparts. Balchunas stated, "But to be honest, and no offense to the Ethereum people, but this is such a small potatoes versus spot Bitcoin ETFs. It's like the opening act coming on after the headliner. Thus, Balchunas suggests tempering expectations regarding the volume and inflow to spot Ethereum ETFs, assuming they receive approval." Yeah, so people gotta start like accumulating now, like whatever you can get. I mean, I haven't been accumulating, because I need to like get another. I need to like start like. I just had to pay off my debts, really. Like, I have some quick debts that I gotta pay off, like some credit cards I gotta pay off, and then I can start accumulating, because like I tried the accumulating while paying off credit card debt, and I get to a situation where like I have to use a credit card to pay for certain things, and then but like we're changing. I mean, you guys are, everybody here, girls and guys, you're watching my transformation live, so this is like my real time transformation. So yeah, so that's what they think about Ethereum going to 3,800. Like, so Ethereum ETF approvals are going to be also like on the horizon. So this is very interesting. So definitely like keep abreast of the situation. Okay, so moving on, we have Crypto Twitter reacts to Bitcoin hitting an all-time high. We did it. Some cried, some gloated, some got poetic, but all were in reverence about Bitcoin setting new all-time high for the first time since 2021. Yeah, this is big. It hit 69,000. Across Twitter on Tuesday, disbelief and jubilation reigned as Bitcoin briefly broke past 69,000 before crashing, exceeding the previous record set for the coin's all-time high price in late 2021. Nice. Rarely known for their modesty, many Bitcoin maximalists took the opportunity to call out perceived doubters of the BTC cause who jumped ship after crypto markets created in mid-2022. Do not be polite. Do not take the high road. Do not be gracious in victory. That's right, because if we look at all of history, when people won, they weren't polite. They didn't take the high road. They made you know they won. And that's why they remember. They put it in history books. They wrote history. They weren't polite about it. They weren't like, oh, a lot of people lost lives and everything like that. No. They were like, yeah, we won. And we're going to make sure you know we won, because we're going to march and let you know that we won. We're going to showcase our victory. We're going to play music. We're going to celebrate. We're going to make a national holiday after this victory. So yeah. So no mercy, unload on the haters. Accompanying the post was an edited scene from the 2014 film Kingsman: The Secret Device, the Secret Service, in which a gunman labeled as BlackRock CEO and Bitcoin advocate Larry Fink shoots several churchgoers in the head, including those marked as no coiners, as well as Warren Buffett, Elizabeth Warren, JP Morgan Chase, Jamie Dimon, Kyle Dreamer, and Pivots AI. Okay, so let's see what happened. I don't know if like this like music is gonna like get flagged by YouTube. So if I were exposed, I'd be concerned. Larry Fink. The ETF is the Selden News event. Whoa. And she talked about new Bitcoin all-time highs. Peter Schiff. No corners. Shorts. OTC desk. Michael Saylor. 40 BTC purchase. Pivoted to AI. Pivoted to crypto. Jim Cramer. Jim Cramer find back. Doomers. Michael Burry. 100K in fun. Waiting for a dip. Warren Buffett. Bearwell. Elizabeth Warren. European Central Bank. Cognitive dissonance. Intern. What is it? Intern. Promoted. Jamie Dimon. Nap Jenner. Jamie Dimon. Liquidated. College roommate. Boomers. Zoomers. Breaking shorts. Zoomers. Breakout shorts. 10 ETF BTC. What was it? Breakout shorts. And then it's, hold on. Let's see. Blockchain, not Bitcoin. I just got the hiccups from the stocks and bonds. Meme coin addiction. Having consultants. Major pullback. Up only TV. Forced to do more episodes. Hilarious. So, many Twitter users directed such told you so gloating in the direction of those who argued at the top of the year that the historic direction of those who argued at the top of the year that the historic approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs on Wall Street was fully priced in. Since Bitcoin ETFs started trading in mid-January, BTC's price has exploded by over 49%. BTC hits new all-time highs, and this ETF being priced in 6 months ago is in the room with us now. Wow. Current state of the market, year-to-date portfolio, 5.9%. Year F when the music stops, year-to-date portfolio, 82,000%. Like, that's impressive. Others were a bit more sentimental about Bitcoin's triumph today, however, reflecting on the long road and the many highs and lows that the cryptocurrency's advocates whether to revive at this moment. Have seen many new Bitcoin all-time highs over the last 12 years, but this one is probably my favorite. Crypto influencer Kobe wrote, adding that previous bear markets have left them running out of oxygen over the course of years. Several crypto Twitter denizens remarked that the occasion was particularly notable given its timing before Bitcoin's next halving event in April, which is set to put deflationary pressure on the token and potentially boost its price even higher. We did it! First ever pre-halving all-time high. Yeah, it's serious out here. But for some, the occasion was of such monumental significance that no words could describe it. Michael Saylor, co-founder, $13 billion Bitcoin giant MicroStrategy, who personally may own over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, good for him, posted only an illustration on Tuesday morning accompanied by the caption Bitcoin Today. It appears to depict a version of Saylor whose shadow appears as a Bitcoin logo on the windswept alien planet headed towards a mythic horizon of bright sun and purple clouds that one cloud only assumes represent a Bitcoin-infused Valhalla. Yeah. So that's the news. You know, like crypto's going up. BTC's at all-time highs. Right now the price is around like 62,000, 63,000. But this is very impressive. Like everybody knows what's up. Everybody knows that they got to start paying attention. Everybody knows that they have to start getting in, dollar cost averaging in, making sure that you have your retirements, you know, like basically in crypto. Like this is going to be the future, and you better get with it or get lost. So next I have a video for you all. We're going to watch it. And it's basically like Commonwealth slammed for refusing to allow customers to buy crypto. This is from Sky News Australia. So let's see what they have to say.
I'm so glad you asked. Another story that graced our headlines today.
So let's see. So we have a commercial coming up, I think. So like, let's see what they're talking about.
Today is that of the Commonwealth Bank.
So Commonwealth Bank customers fume over ridiculous reason Aussie was stopped from transferring their own money.
To allow a customer to buy $10,000 worth of cryptocurrency. Why? Oh, to keep you safe. We hate to see you scam. We don't want you to fall foul of fraud. That would be terrible.
That's what's happening.
Says they're doing this to protect the customer, placing a $10,000 cap monthly on any customer who wants to spend their money.
Wow, monthly. That's messed up.
You don't have to be very intelligent to figure out that actually this is very much protecting Combank as well. But again,
yeah, they're protecting the bank because they want to discourage you from buying cryptocurrencies. So let's see what else she has to say about this. Basically the banks want to discourage you from buying cryptocurrencies, so they put a cap. They're like, if we put a cap on this that's within reason, then they'll just give up. But do you see the problem with that? How can you put a cap on the energy that I've earned? Money is energy. How can you cap my energy? My energy is unlimited. You know, I have stored this energy so I can use it to buy other people's energy, to invest in other things that give more energy. How could you cap that? My energy is not for captivity. Okay, let's keep going.
10 grand spend it on cryptocurrency, something that, should it go very, very well, would do the jolly banks out of business tomorrow. No, that, we're just trying to protect you from fraudulent activity.
If they won't let me put
Rubbish.
10 grand in my TAB account, I am absolutely stuck, it has to be said. But let's be logical here, right? If this is just about protecting people from fraud, then they ought to put a restriction on how many gift cards you can buy, because that is, of course, a common scam thing. They get people to buy Apple gift cards and whatever.
Okay, so they're going now into like why this doesn't make any sense. How, like, why could they even allow this to happen? And so they're basically like saying like, hey, this is not cool, this is not right. You shouldn't be buying, you shouldn't be like putting a cap on people's cryptocurrencies, and that's pretty much what this entire thing is about. But we could like fast for a little bit, see what else they're talking about.
Needs to come in ASAP. Is it possible that both things are true at the same time, that the banks are acting entirely in self-interest and there is a duty of protection to consumers? The ACCC said Australians lost $1.5 billion to investment schemes.
Now, I mean, I would say, so the truth is the truth, and right now this is just competing narratives. The bank has put out the narrative out there. They've put out a story. They've put out an image that says like, hey, we're doing this to protect you. But on one hand, they're saying that, but in actuality, they're protecting themselves. Because if protecting you means protecting me, then I'm just protecting me. Because why would I have to protect me to protect you? It means that I'm stopping you to protect me. That's what this is about. Because if you're protecting you, then then protecting you is just making sure. I mean, because it depends. It's case by case. Protecting you is making sure that everything that I have is that you're trusting me with, I have made sure that it's very safe, that you're not gonna get hacked or anything like that. But now, what you decide to do with the energy that you've earned is your business. It's your business. So that's all we're gonna say about this. But it's very interesting to say the least. And just let everybody know out there that this is happening. You know, you got to be careful. You got to be abreast of the situation, and you cannot just let like your energy go to waste. So we're gonna move on to now founders of $400 million crypto Ponzi scheme arrested in Argentina. What? 2 individuals, a woman and a man, were captured in Argentina on charges of having perpetuated a Ponzi scheme that moved over $400 million in cryptocurrency in Brazil. The operation managed to track the couple's whereabouts with the help of Argentine federal police and Interpol. Argentina captures couple accused of orchestrating a $400 million Ponzi scheme in Brazil. You know, better that they were captured by the police than by the people that were going to come for looking for their money. The federal police of Argentina reported capturing 2 individuals, a woman and a man, founders of a Ponzi scheme that moved over $400 million worth of crypto in Brazil. The operation managed to track the location of these 2 individuals after entering the country with fake names. The man, known as Juan Felipe Costa in Argentina, was identified by the local press as Antonio Ignacio da Silva Neto, one of the founders of Braze Company, a company aiming to build financial freedom for thousands of people through information. The woman was identified as Fabricia Farias Campos, the Silva's partner. Oh, okay. The Silva, so that's pretty interesting. Let's see Campos' last name origin real quick. Because I used to go to school with somebody like named Campos. So where does that name come from? South America, especially Brazil. Oh. The Silva Neto had a red Interpol warrant on his name issued on March 2023 on the charges of committing crimes against the Brazilian financial system, money laundering, and crimes against the capital market. In February, the couple was sentenced to spend more than 150 years in jail, 88 years and 7 months for the Silva Neto, and 61 years and 11 months for Farias Campos. The arrest was preceded by an intense investigation, which found the couple's location tracking different purchases and payments made using their fake names in Argentina. The couple is now in the custody of Argentine authorities, who will have to sign the extradition orders and to send them to Brazil, where they will be incarcerated. In December, another man linked to the Braze Company case was extradited from Argentina to Brazil. The man, whose identity was not released, was suspected of acting as the financial operator of the company, serving as a broker who intermediated the financial transactions of Braze Company with other companies. Why steal? Why steal people's money? At that point, you're managing an exchange. At that point, you're managing a crypto exchange. You're getting paid lucratively, okay? You're getting paid lucratively. Why steal? Why steal all of it? First of all, if you're going to steal, why steal all of it? Why steal to the point you got to go into hiding? Why put a target on your back? Like, why even do that? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It really is not worth it to steal. Look at what happened to SBF. Look what's happening to this guy now, Campos, and this girl Campos, and this guy like Dicio. Like, it's not worth it. Like, you're caught now. Now what? Now what? Now how are you gonna get access to your crypto? How are you gonna use it? How are you gonna spend it? How are you gonna even find it? You know, once they ransack through all your stuff. Oh, you hid it in your emails? Oh, you hid it in a notebook? Oh, you hid it in a metal capsule? It's done. It's done. Like, you can't do that stuff. Like, come on now. Neto is done. Okay, he is officially done for what he did. So, well, that's what happened to Neto. And then so now I'm gonna play you some. So let's move on to like what's happening now, what people are saying in the community. So when the likes of DOGE and SHIB start pumping, so this is people saying that, yo, like, things have been pumping for way too long, and this is like we gotta watch out. So when the likes of DOGE and SHIB start pumping, this is from cryptocurrency Reddit, start pumping, that's when you know the market is getting frothy. This is analysis. Bitcoin is heading to be almost 200% over the past year, and Ethereum 130%. But look out, here come the alts almost right on cue. Like almost every crypto market bull run in recent history, the pump of BTC and Ethereum is preceded by the pump of the alts. None more so than the meme coins such Doge and SHIB. Doge is up almost 100% in the past month, and SHIB heading for almost 190%. Once again, memes will start flowing on social media. Retail will start